Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Daily Grace. I've been married for almost 13 years, and I've learned that marriage is a process. And if I want a good marriage, I have to live like I'm married. If I try to live like I'm single, it creates some real problems. What I'm talking about is I have to filter my thoughts, my words, and my actions through the relationship. If I try to go around the relationship, if I try to work around the relationship, it creates some real problems. And that's what Psalm 34 is talking about. It's bringing the heart and the habits into alignment. It says this: keep your tongues from evil and your lips from telling lies. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. If we want to see God make a real difference in our life and in our society, we have to bring our heart and our habits into alignment. We have to filter everything through the relationship. That's what Psalm 34 is talking about. Everything has to be filtered through the relationship. This is the alignment of our hearts and habits. Paul talks about this throughout the New Testament. He writes 2/3 of our New Testament, and scholars have noticed these series of lists. They're called virtue lists, and they're the characteristics that we are to develop as we follow Jesus. And when we develop them, we begin to see goodness in our life. We begin to see goodness in our relationships. One of these passages that Paul writes is in Romans 12, and it's an amazing passage. If we can lock into the principles of this passage and live it out, man, our relationship with God and our relationship with others would dramatically change. Listen to this. Romans 12, beginning verse 14. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Never be wise in your own sight. Repay no one evil for evil, but give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of all. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Verse 21, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. This passage is all about getting our relationship with God right. And once we depend on Him, once we're putting that relationship first, all of a sudden, evil is overcome. When we live, act, and think in alignment with who God is, when we do the things in this passage, when we bless, when we love, when we live peaceably, when we seek harmony, when we think lowly of ourselves, we're not prideful, it reflects God's victory over evil. As we head into this weekend, I have a question for you. How do you need to respond to the evil that is around you? What would working through God look like for you?